Should full-face snorkel masks raise concerns for safety?
10 people have died since January. A full-face snorkel mask is at the center of one theory about the rise in deadly incidents.
There are essentially two reasons why a full-face snorkel mask is going to be dangerous. One of them is that you can't equalize your ears if you try to dive down under the water. And so this mask is purely for snorkeling at the surface. You shouldn't dive down at all, and you certainly can't use it for scuba diving or for free diving. You can see that that mask over there for free diving is a lot smaller, has a lot less air in the mask. The second reason that a full-face snorkel mask raises safety concerns is over carbon dioxide.
With greater risk for carbon dioxide buildup that could cause snorkelers to become dizzy or disoriented.
CBS published a video and an article about safety concerns over full-face snorkel masks, and the main cause for concern is a buildup of carbon dioxide. You get that because this mask has such a large volume of air. There are a couple of things that have happened to these masks since they first came out, and we're going to cover those off. So the question is, are these masks safe? Should they raise safety concerns? And more to the point, should you buy one or should you stay well away? The first thing that I'd say, and this might be quite controversial, is that if you're watching a video like this and you are educating yourself, I think they're reasonably safe. I think the safety concerns lie mostly in a lack of information. So what are the contributing factors? If you're swimming and you're swimming really hard and you're breathing heavily, what's going to happen is there'll be a buildup of carbon dioxide both in your system as well as in the mask. And so that buildup of carbon dioxide is what's going to get you into trouble. The second factor is shallow breathing. And shallow breathing ties in with overexertion. If you go running 100 meters, you're going to be breathing quite hard and quite shallow. And so that carbon dioxide is going to start building up in the entire airspace. And the biggest factor in this is actually the size of the air volume in this mask. As I've already showed you, a freediving mask is going to have a lot smaller air volume than a full-face snorkel mask. Not only will you build up carbon dioxide in the mask, but you have a larger amount of airspace in there, and so you have the ability to build up a lot more carbon dioxide. So how does carbon dioxide affect you? One of the things that you'll start to notice immediately is that you'll become a little bit dizzy and you'll start to get a headache. You'll start to get a little bit lightheaded, and if you don't flush out that carbon dioxide, it could lead to unconsciousness and the extreme end, death. And that is why CBS have made a video about the increased number of deaths related to full-face snorkel masks in Hawaii in 2018.
There are snorkeling fatalities way before there were one-piece masks. I think we have to look at it in totality.
I believe that a full-face snorkel mask can be a great piece of equipment to work with if you have a little bit of information. And here's how to avoid those safety concerns. The first is recognizing the symptoms of a buildup of carbon dioxide. The first thing is you're going to feel a little bit lightheaded, perhaps a bit dizzy. You could start to get a headache. You could feel a little bit disorientated. You could feel like something just isn't quite right, and you might even start to feel a little bit claustrophobic. Recognizing those factors is important, and that's the first step. One of the things that you need to do is to control your breathing and take very deep, long, slow breaths. And that'll help to draw fresh air into the mask on every breath that you take, and also help to push out all the carbon dioxide that's in the mask. Of course, you should always go snorkeling with at least one other person and form a buddy team. That way you have somebody else with you who can assist you and help get you to the beach safely. When you go snorkeling with somebody else, it's important to let them know about the dangers of a full-face snorkel mask, and also let them know how to avoid those dangers. If you do start to feel the effects of carbon dioxide, it's important to take the mask off, breathe some fresh air, relax, get your breathing under control, and then carry on with your snorkeling. And last but not least, it's important to avoid rough seas. If you're caught out in rough seas, you're definitely going to start to overexert yourself. You're going to need to swim harder, and that means carbon dioxide is going to start building up in the airways. Now, what about the mask? When the first full-face snorkel masks were released, there was a single inlet, which meant that air coming in was mixed with any air going out, and so carbon dioxide would be mixing with fresh air. In later versions of a full-face snorkel mask, there'd be a one-way system, and so air would be coming in through one pipe and out through another. So what you can see is that the air comes through here, straight up here into the main section of the mask. Then it goes through these inlet valves and into that nose pocket. Then on its way out, it goes through channels here and then back out here and out the side channels until it comes out over here. And you can see the different channels. So the center it comes in, and on the sides it comes out. The next major development in the full-face snorkel mask was a separate mouth and nose piece, which would start to decrease the size of the air pocket that you were breathing through. And that meant as you breathed out, you were breathing carbon dioxide out into a smaller airspace, and that could escape more easily and decrease the likelihood of carbon dioxide building up in the snorkel system. So, should full-face snorkel masks raise safety concerns? Well, I believe that they should raise safety concerns. However, a little bit of the right information can go a long way to keeping you safe. You also need to choose the right full-face snorkel mask, and so I've picked a few of the best full-face snorkel masks on Amazon, and I've left links in the description. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.